Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome in to the studio. Referee Brandon Toll here. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. We are in the lunchtime hour for Top Rope Tuesday. It's been a busy morning getting things going. I see everyone coming in. BC, what's going on? I am Vinyl, Keith, Midwest Sports Cards. I think that's Nathan. Mike, how are you? All right, so here is the plan for today. So nothing's full. We've made some headway on stuff since we were all together on Sunday night. I will throw up the first thing up. And hello to everyone that is watching over on Twitter as well. I see that new chat option. Everyone watching over on the Twitter machine. Right. So, let's give us a run here real quick, and I have some offers up. Let me do the offers real quick, and I'll give you guys updated numbers as to where we are here. Give me a sec. I'll take all these for Keith. Keith taking 3, so that's going to put us. Everything should be real close, or at least within good reason. So we've got. After those 3 from Keith, AEW Skybox Metal is sitting at 8. The half case of Bowman Sterling is at 10. Chrome Jumbo and Tier 1 is at 12. And Bowman Chrome Hobby and 2 Sterling at 16. So everything is realistically within spitting distance right now. In all honesty. So there is a lot. There is a lot that we could rip here today, if we can get it going. And I'm going to update my sheets here as I go. So we're in AEW. All right. Yep. All right. So get your offers in over on District. Offers are open on everything at this point. So I have a case of Chrome Update Breaker's Delight coming for some mixers, but I will not post anything until we clear through this. I will run through these first, and then we will, and then I'll work on that later in the week. So I am leaving town a little later tonight. How's everybody's Tuesday going? Doesn't feel like a Tuesday today for some odd reason. No, Keith, not even close. So this is only a small trip. So I'm not so I'm leaving tonight, and then tomorrow I'll be back either late tomorrow night or Thursday, either or, probably Thursday at this rate, is what I'm thinking. And then Friday I have to go to work. And then as soon as work's over, I turn around and head right to the airport to fly out. I head right to the airport to fly out to Ohio, and I am in Ohio all weekend, and I fly back Sunday night late. So that's why this will be the last stream for the next week. That's why I want to try to get through all of this stuff today. is anything that doesn't rip today hangs over to next Tuesday at the earliest. And then we're at Thanksgiving, and then we're at the consignment auction. So if you have not got your consignment stuff and you want to be in the consignment, reach out to me on the Discord or Brandon.tolle, Tolle, at zebrabreaks.com, or hit me up on social media if you have stuff you want to come into the consignment auction for 1 week from Friday night. We are back with the consignment auction on Black Friday. So, and then we'll be back into the regular schedule going into the month of December. December, we're going to have hopefully some good releases. Obviously, it's going to culminate in Bowman Draft. And then we're going to have the December consignment auction in late December, most likely the last Friday of December. Corey, Larry, what's going on? Yeah, most likely I'm thinking December 29th for the December consignment auction is what I'm thinking. Nada. Thought we'd come in, see if we can do some ripping today. So AEW is the closest at 8. Keith, yeah, I that is the goal. So I'm social media and everything. I'm posted everywhere. I've got the stream out. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. It's on every platform conceivable. There's no way, there's no reason not to watch. Kick that up. There is no way we'll watch. Let me do this. Let's throw up here. This is going to be the half case of Sterling. 30 autos. Deal. What's going on? Good afternoon. How are you? If AEW is the closest at 8 spots, but this is the first big baseball one, so everything can rip today. I gotcha. Write this message here. OHB, what's going on, OHB? Good afternoon. So grab spots. Offers are open. I've got district up. Throw in the offers. Let's get this ripped. And then I will start working on, when I get back, I will start working on what's coming up with that after that with Chrome Update. Start getting some stuff for Chrome Update with Chrome Update. And I got the Breaker's Delight versions coming of Chrome Update, actually, to start with. I may end up getting more down the road, but that was just something to start with until I could get through some other thing, get through a little bit of what we have now. So that's kind of where we're at. Grab spots, talk to me, tell me what you're thinking. Throw in offers. All right. Let me put the stream out here. Get this out here. Yeah, for me, like engagement always seems to be an issue with me. Dirt Dog, what's going on? Hey, Jeff. Yeah, for me, it just seems, and I know like Sunday nights and Tuesday afternoons are not the most optimal times to stream, but I'm trying to figure out, especially on social media, from an engagement standpoint, just stuff that the stuff that I put out, even if I put out like hit videos and stuff, still doesn't have the reach. So it's something that I am working on. Oh, there you go. Yeah, because I'm not on my studio setup. District's not even showing me in the live stream. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, I think that's better. Right. A little better now, I think. Right. Perfect. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Truthfully, I don't know what happened there. Like, because with OBS, I use OBS Studio, obviously, so uh, I have to, uh, click over, and it was just like it might. I don't know if it might have been a browser issue or something. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened there. My apologies. Good, Lynn. Awesome. Lynn, what's going on? Corey, what's up? And I got one message I need to send out here. I know from yesterday. Hold on. Yeah, and I'm doing all I can here on the social end. try to enhance that as well as we go along. Keith, check district. Keith, I'm going to send you these real quick. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it. This is right after what just happened with me. What browser are you using? Um, what browser are you using, Keith? Because I just had to switch browsers, like for what I'm streaming. Because I think that might have been my issue. Nope, I got it. No, no, I got my. I sent you the counter. Okay, so only the counter showing. Okay, all right. Huh? I don't know why. Let me check. I'll message Ivan real quick and see. I know he's got a sick kid today, though. Let me see if see if I can get Eddie to help me here. Give me 1 second here. Try one more time, Keith. I don't know. Really, because it's showing me for the counter that it's showing me that I sent the counter. Let me try it again. Try it now. Try now, Keith. See what happens. If not, I will message. Uh, I'll message who I need to. So, guys, if we figure that out, that's going to put us at because that's for the half case. So that's going to put us at 9 teams left for the half case, and there's some big teams still left out in this half case, y'all. Arizona, Boston, Cincinnati, Seattle, St. Louis, some big time teams left out here. Did you see it? Let me write this here. Uh, okay, and I'll message over real quick. Oh, there you go, Mike. Keith, if you see that. Okay. Yeah, and I just sent a message out too because it may be a bug or something within district. So I just fired off a message. We'll see what I can find as well. So grab offers in, guys. We will rip. Arizona, Boston, Cincinnati, LA, Mets, but Keith just put in an offer on Mets. Oakland, Pittsburgh, Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa are the teams that are out right now on the half case. So throwing offers, and if I have to counter, I will counter. Basically, I'm looking at just break even right now with the rest of these teams. So I will offer as low as I can. But throw out the offers and we will rip. AEW is down to 8. If someone wants to offer a bulk on the last 8 spots on AEW, I can go that route with it as well. All right, Keith, hold on. Try it now. Gotcha. Yeah, we had a good night on Sunday night. I wish we would have went longer, done more ripping, but we can try to do it today. No, Mike, you didn't tell me. That's awesome. Congratulations. Yeah, that's what uniform do they have him in for that? I forget. They got him in Dayton. Is it in his Dayton? You and me both up until Ben's Sterling break. Finally punched through on that. I think he's in his Dayton Dragons uniform because he wasn't in Louisville long enough. And with the printing deadlines and everything, they weren't able to pull him in a Louisville uniform, so it had to be Dayton. I think that's right, if I'm not mistaken. Chat. Oh man, wow, that's even earlier. Chattanooga, huh? Single A. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Nice. Well, Dylan, I got St. Louis up in the half case of Sterling. Still one of the teams left. All right, Keith got it. There it is. So there's the Mets. That puts us down to 9. Okay, yeah, I'll fire it over to the guys and let them know. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I mean, I do everything from browser because that's what I have. So because I'm streaming off a browser, so that takes us down to 9 on the half case. So we have 8 9 and 12 on the three that are closest. No, you're fine. So, yeah, my goal is I just don't want these hanging over until next week. So, yeah, 15 in here. That's great. That's actually good for Tuesday afternoon. So, thank you guys, everybody that's joining me on here. Thanks everybody that's joining me over on Twitch, over on Twitter. If you are watching from the Twitter machine, try to get out as much as I can. Right. Get those offers in. We'll do some ripping. No, that would be the Braves have somehow managed to be able to put their money together. So it seems like they can realistically go for anybody and everybody. It's wild. Yeah. I keep seeing people with saying that Cincinnati's going to go for Otani. I was like, ha, pipe dream. There's no way they're paying for him. There's no way they're paying money to anybody. Like anybody ever. It's just not happening. Yeah, no. Cincinnati's going to roll in with the second lowest payroll, like we said last week. They're going to roll with the second lowest payroll. And yeah. And that's just the way it's going to be. Yeah, that's just bringing up so many guys. So many guys coming in. It's going to be interesting to me without having Votto in the room, how that's going to work out. Because we don't have that veteran presence now. Like that ultra veteran presence. Yeah, I think India is going to be trade bait somewhere. Yeah, if he can show those leadership skills. I see you, Ben. Oakland. All right, so that's running us down to 8. 8 on the half case. I got a feeling this half case is just going to be nuts when we get into it. Yeah, it's all going to come down to me. It's all going to come down to money at the end of the day, is the way I'm seeing it. All going to come down to money. And, I like to say I like to say the rhyme of if it does, they said it at the trade deadline. If it doesn't contain, if it's not cheap and doesn't have many years to control, then it's not going to work. Yeah, they do. Oh, that'll be fun. I like going to try to see spring training. Let me throw this up in here real quick. And that was not what I wanted to have tweet over. The website's acting funny today. There we go. Right one into the post. If I can type correctly, get a tweet out with the teams. Dude, that's awesome. Hey, Steve, what's going on? How are you? Haven't seen you in a bit. Pull it up over here now. Well, 2010 was 2010, you know? So I remember watching that. And then I was at the division clincher in 2010. Bruce's drive to center, the walk off in the bottom of the ninth. It was something. Bauer, man, like he was honestly, he was one of the reasons, probably one of the major reasons why we ended up winning the division, or we ended up going to the playoffs in 2020. And it hit just him throwing Cy Young numbers. It's going to be interesting to see where he lands now that his agent are talking to teams back here in the MLB again. So he added, I think, another mile an hour onto his fastball, sitting up around over 99 now. And he had an ERA in the low twos over in Japan. Like, he definitely worked on some mechanics stuff last year and had a good year. And now is kind of trying to come back now that everything is kind of settled down. May not like his personality, I get it. But I mean, if you can get him on a team friendly deal, even if it's only 1 year to see how he does, I think you got to. I almost want to say the Reds should get him back. This is where he was most effective before he went to LA. Like, have him come back to Cincinnati where there's no pressure. Hey, Ivan. How are you, Ivan? I saw your the meeting change thing. Sorry to hear about things at home, man. Everybody feeling all right? All right, so we got 8 left on the half case and 8 left on Skybox. So here's the issue. So this has all happened in the past probably 15 minutes. So it's two things. One for me, yeah, I understand completely. So I'll see if we can recreate it again if we get another offer in. But two issues. One, I fixed the one that I had. I was in Firefox browser, streaming, connected over to OBS, and all of a sudden, nowhere, it crashed. On Firefox, I don't know if it was Firefox's end or not. I haven't had that problem with Firefox. But yeah, it just everything locked up on my end, and then I got it over on another browser. Okay. Yeah, I've had the reason why I use Firefox is because when I use Google Chrome, it sometimes doesn't pull up OBS Studio for me as a source for some reason, even once I have it activated. Okay, no worries. It's all good. Dylan, I think that's an. I think that's a real. I think that's a reality. I think they're just see if we can get him onto a contender. See if we can get him in the playoffs. And then the other one is I had yes. So Keith, it's he had to go onto browser onto a web browser to accept it. Um, but he ended up what's going on? I show speed fan. Um, he put in an offer and I countered it, and the counter didn't show on his end in the app, or he had to go into browser, and like I had to send the counter. I think it was 3 times for him to finally see it. He couldn't see it in the app if he went into an offer section or anything. Um, who said that earlier? Mike gave kind of a workaround because he was having some issues with it on Sunday, he said. And he still couldn't see it. So I had to send an offer. I had to send it again a 3rd time, and he had to go into web browser to actually see it and wasn't able to see it through the app. Well, Dylan, those are the only teams that are really realistically going to be able to afford him. You know, I mean, for the granted he hasn't had a full healthy season in a few years, but I mean, there's not many. I mean, when you look at the going market rate for a guy like him, there's not many teams out there that are going to be able to afford him when you really think about it. What's going on, ISHSB fan? How are you? It was literally in the cup. It was literally right after it. Cardinals aren't offering for him, Dylan. Come on now. Exactly. Exactly. They're not offering for him. Yeah, it was right after it, Ivan. Uh, they got problems in terms of the system itself. Truth be told. Um, hey Eric, how are you? They've got problems in terms of the system itself, in terms of how they operate as a system. What was successful 10 years ago is not successful now. And I think there's an unwillingness to change on their end. I mean, they brought in Contreras behind the plate. They didn't give him any time and then scapegoated him and put him in the outfield. It's like, what are you doing? All right. Absolutely. I will keep an eye on it. So I tried tagging Eddie as well because I saw the thing in my email box with what was going on. So I didn't want to bug you. That's why I put you as the second tag there. I was hoping that maybe Eddie would see it, that Coy would see it, see what's going on. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's all good. Yeah, it was just like whoa, all at once. Exactly. Yeah, got to get Marmal. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not real up on Ollie. I think there's better. I think there's better managers out there, in my opinion. I've got half case of Bowman Sterling. That and AEW are both at 8, but the Bowman Sterling's the one I think that will get the biggest look. So Bowman Sterling at 8. So I don't know if he's got if he has enough anger control to be a manager though. That's the real question. So guys, throw offers in. So we got 8 left on Skybox, 8 left on Sterling, 12 left on Chrome Jumbo Tier 1, which that was great last week. And then 16 left on Bowman Chrome and the 2 boxes of Bowman Sterling. We can do some real damage on Bowman Sterling today. So I appreciate y'all hanging with me here. We're going to ride this out, and we are going to do everything we can today. Yeah, the Reds do the same. The Reds do the same. They absolutely do the same. Hey, what just showed up at the house? Nice. What's this? That's bad. So, all right. Let me I'm gonna throw out another tweet as well here. I'm gonna update that. Kierstead for Bieber. I don't know. I'm on the fence on Gorman. I think Walker, if Walker doesn't have a sophomore slump year, I think Walker could really break out. I think him going back down to the minors earlier in the season was the right move. Oh, they're not trading Newpar. Not under any circumstances are they getting rid of Newpar. Not in this city. They're keeping him all day long. All day long and twice on Sunday. Yeah, no way. I mean, that would be if there's any connection to try and if there's any connection to try to get Otani, it would be that way. No, they wouldn't. No. That's why the only that's why it's going to be like a New York or a Boston or LA. Yeah, they wouldn't even give him close to 500 million. No way. Well, no team wants to pay 300 million or 500 million. And honestly, I think them getting rid of Albert and trading Albert to LA was such a bad decision. He didn't really do anything in note out there either. Like he could have really had some glory years with him. I mean, because he left right after, like, in the first couple of years after I moved out here, and man, it was not. There were a lot of salty people with that trade. Full stop. Yeah, But is that really worth it in the long run when you think about it? Dan, that's a really good point, actually. Fair, fair, fair. Did you guys see if you're following District? Did you guys see that the Bronny James Superfractor 101 is listed in District? It's actually in the MBB marketplace. Actually, that would be awesome, Keith. If we got him to buy it, it'd be awesome. If we get some traction, get him involved somehow. Yeah, no, Jeff, straight facts. Oh, Bronny? Wow, Corey, have you shared that? Dare I ask how much that cost you? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's a steal in my opinion. At 1K? Congratulations, Corey. That's awesome. Dude, that's a monster. Or a Josh Allen type of deal. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Josh Allen as a Josh. Like, dude, Corey, that's amazing, dude. Congratulations. Seriously, are you going to get it graded, or are you just going to keep it ungraded, or are you a grading type of person? Yeah. What's going on, my dog Rudy? How are you? Yeah, I got a PSA submission back yesterday in the app, and they hammered me. Hammered me. It was all wrestling. But they hammered me. I got 110. It was all nines. I don't have them yet. They shipped out today, but let me see if I can pull up PSA on my end here, because then I can just kick my screen over and let you guys see it. Let's see. Hold on. Because I can just kick my screen over in OBS Studio and let you guys take a look at it. Let me log in. Yeah, I don't know why. I took them, like I saved them and put them straight over that way. Hold on. See if they come up here. All right, here we go. Yes, perfect. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can kick this over real quick in OBS Studio here. Let you guys take a look at it. Get your orders in, guys. Get your offers in. We're still at 8. I am determined to see this Bowman Sterling through today. Here we go. Oh, perfect. For me, it's just for the long term. It's got to be there. So this was the first one. Orange Flash, Bray Wyatt from Select this year, PSA 9. And then this, I got to thank Mike, MM Warrior Mike. I think Mike Jones. Mike gave me this. Mike just gave me this out of a silver pack when we were in Chicago. He opened a silver pack for himself, and it was one of the cards in it. So Rhea Ripley, PSA 9 silver pack. So Mike, thank you. I don't think he's in here, but I'll have to say I know I said thanks to him before. I'll say thanks again. So PSA 9 on Rhea. Ava, Sunburst to 99 rookie. PSA 9. I'm holding on to a couple Avas right now just because I've got a sneaky suspicion that she may be coming up. So I'm going to hold that. This may go up in the consignment auction. Alexa Sunburst to 99 PSA 9. And then some of my Hook rookies. So Turn Up the Heat Hook PSA 9 from AEW. This was the one that really got me. They gave me a 6. A 6 on a blue Spectrum. I didn't do anything to that card. So, yeah, these ones are to 199. So Malachi Black Retro. PSA 8. That just looks great. And then Daniel Garcia, Purple Spectrum to 199, PSA 8. And then this is the big one of the lot. This I got in my buddy Shui's blaster case break. I took MJF. So that's the Sapphire, the hard to get Sapphire blaster exclusive Skybox Premium PSA 10. So that's going to be a keeper. And then this one is the purple to 199, came out of that same break. PSA 9. And then they gave me an 8 on a blue. And then my one PMG that I have, Eddie Kingston. They gave me an 8 on that. It seems that they were really hammering the AEW stuff for some reason. I don't know why. So that got shipped out today. So I should have that hopefully by early next week, I think. I think. All right, let me see if we have any offers here. So we're still at 8. I'm gonna send out the notification, see if we get more in here. That's weird. Just they did me dirty. So all nines. I mean nines and eights. I mean, I look at stuff, man, and I can't believe it. Oscar Thompson. Sorry, Corey. I just saw this. Oscar Thompson. Lord, let me know what your grades in. Share those grades when you get them. And I'm not Dan. I'm for me it's PSA, even at $25 a card. You know, and I say that work and it just I guess it depends if it's something that you're looking to flip or something you're wanting a max return for long run. For me, it's still PSA. And obviously, working at the shop, you know, working at the shop, I see it firsthand. I see it firsthand. Vinny's cards. What's going on, Vinny? How are you? So I see it firsthand, and it's really it's still a PSA. It used to be PSA and Beckett, but then it Beckett just never really kind of caught up, and they've kind of faded. It's really a PSA, and there's a wide gap now. We got 8 teams left in the Bowman Sterling half case, Vinny. I got offers open on all of them. What's going on, Bio? How are you, Andrew? So we got 8 left. Yeah, it's there. You know, Dylan. Before you do anything, hopefully, if this trip tomorrow to Huntsville, when I come back with what I'm probably coming back with, um, you're gonna want to watch top of the card because I'm gonna go into grading on top of the card maybe next month. So I got 8 teams left, and the Bowman Sterling half case offers are open. Throw in offers, and they're honestly they're all good teams. Arizona, Boston, Cincinnati. Those are 3 teams that are normally not in my realm there. Seattle, St. Louis, Tampa, Pittsburgh, Dodgers. So some good teams. I mean, I'm surprised Arizona's still up there. I'm surprised Arizona and Cincinnati and Boston are still up there. Because that's Ellie, Corbin Carroll, Yoshida, Sedane Rafaela, Jordan Walker in St. Louis. Like a bunch of the top guys that, from an auto standpoint, are still out there. So throw in the offers. This, I guess, I'm going to call this my goal here. Yeah, I'd be okay with that too, Dylan. Although I was on the Drew Maggi train this season. I would love to see 30 autos too. I got the boxes sitting right here to my right. Arizona, Cincinnati is in dual and triple, and I've seen a dual auto from this already. Not me, not that I pulled personally. So I've seen that. So throw in the offers. Throw in the offers. I will give you the absolute best prices I can. And then we'll rip 30 autos. Ivan, you're straight up on that. You're right. You guys can get $5 break credit as well if a friend uses your referral code to snag a spot. I'm going to message Yambag and see where Yambag Jones is today. Jeremy's normally in here. Well, then let's try to get, then let's all social media, use those codes. Use those codes. Get yourself some break credit. Get yourself some break credit so you don't have to spend as much. Yeah, let me see where we are here. So right now, I'll recap. So Chris Vineyard has Atlanta. My guy Dave, who I sit next to on Wednesdays and Fridays at RBI Crew, he has Baltimore. Corey Brown with Chicago, Jason Gilliam with the White Sox, Yambag with Cleveland, Jacob Houtling with Colorado, Mike Meekmo with Detroit, Sonny Sims at Houston, Jeff Shapiro with KC, Mitchell with the Angels, Dylan with Miami, Dan with Milwaukee, Mike Meekmo with Minnesota, Keith with the Mets, Furtman with the Yankees, Ben with Oakland, Juan with the Phillies, Eric with San Diego, Dylan with the Giants, Dan with the Nationals, Dylan with Toronto, Chris Fancies with Texas is where we sit right now. Really? Hey, Sonny, how are you? That's wild. I'd have paid $45 for a dual FTR auto. No doubt. I straight up would have. Toledo Brad, what's going on, Brad? How are you? Good afternoon, everybody. So here's where we are. We got 8 teams left in the half case of Sterling. We can get offers in, get these 8 teams. We're ripping right now. That is where we are. I've got Bowman Chrome Hobby and 2 Sterling Mixer, and then a Chrome Jumbo Tier 1. Those have 16 and 12 teams, but it's 8 for the half case. The half case has kind of jumped out here as the leader in terms of getting stuff filled. Dylan, you have to tell me when that Lee Summit show is, and I may have to come out for it in the spring once we get through the first of the year. So I sent out the notification for everybody. We should have some people coming in on the half case. Let them know that we're running it. That well, hopefully we'll be running it. I'm hearing back from Jeremy from Yambag. Yeah, let me know. Just like message me and like shoot me a date or something, and I can uh see what happens. I can see about maybe trying to make it out there because that's going to be part of my thing for 2024 is trying to really try to get out and really try to push for what we're doing with district. Um, like so, yeah, I would not be opposed to making the trek out to KC. And I'm hearing from Jeremy where he's at. So we're down to 8. We're still at 8. Turn my volume up a little bit. Do some music just here. Oh, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Normally, I don't have. I'm showing 19 here. Normally, I don't have 19 with me on Tuesdays. So this is a nice welcome change. So I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I wish we had something to rip. Um, so I put it out on social media, and I'll say it here for if you guys spread the word. I've got some extra packs. I'll throw some extra goodies and break packs on these last 8 spots for people that grab them. Dude, everything's not working today. Why is that still showing? That's wild. Okay, there we go. Getting notifications on stuff that I've already seen. It's why it's weird. Website's acting up here. So throw out another tweet here. Let's see here. Then I'll take this out. Just trying to keep pushing here. I want to do this today. I really, really want to rip this today. So how's your all's afternoon going? What is everybody up to? Talk to me. I could talk all day long, but I want to hear from you guys. So since we got some people in here, I will. Let's see. Let me make sure this posts appropriately. Yeah, this is like my weekend. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is like my weekend since I'm there all weekend. Yeah. So hopefully, with this trip down to Huntsville, going to be getting some boxes. So hopefully, this will add into what I'm doing there. So 86 OPG, WWF, 87 tops, 90 cloud, like all sealed boxes. It's like all the good stuff. The Wonderama, the 88 Wonderama's in the middle of that too. I got that as well. So it'll really pick up in terms of going back when you start going back into the retrospectives to start adding those to it. And then grading is going to get thrown into the mix as well. Um, so hopefully a lot of stuff like that that we're going to be working in for top of the card. All right, let me see if we have any offers here. Nothing. Independent right now. I'm not under contract to anybody. I'm a free agent. I don't have anything on my 2024 schedule. I got to reach out to the company in Cincinnati about maybe refing there for their dates. I have them. I just got to reach out and see what they want to do. And then I just reached out to somebody today about trying to look at putting together a tour of the UK next year and go back over the across the pond and go work over there. But yeah, I had my last show over a month ago. There's places, but it's just the fact is I got to get my license, which isn't a problem. But B, the other issue is that just it's not worth it to leave my house for what they're offering. It's a bit from a business end, and that's something I have to be mindful about, or I'm deciding to be mindful about as someone who's been on TV. Yeah, I reached out and they didn't want to book me when they did. I reached out to them for their last show. I reached out to their head ref, and they've got their pretty much built-in crew that'll go everywhere with them. So yeah, that's the biggest thing, and this is something that I've talked about with other refs before. Is the thing with me is because I've got all the years of TV under my belt. Is that if I'm taking little money, and by little I mean very little, then the refs that people book that have less experience than me shouldn't be getting anything, and that's not fair to them or me. So it's just that you gotta realize at what point does it become worth it to do it. And that's one of the reasons why nobody really saw me much on the independents this year. They're either no one was willing to book me, or no one was willing to return my messages this year. Also, with me working weekends at the shop, I had to be a little selective as well. That changes next year, um, but very difficult. WWE. So Dylan, kind of bring you up to speed on that. With WWE, I went the whole run. Like WWE, they know who I am. Unfortunately, I'm most likely too old for them at 38. But I was with Evolve, which was the I was with Evolve in their pipeline uh, for a decade. I wouldn't be opposed to that if it made sense. Sure. Yeah, I know the Savannah Bananas. They were out here in the summer. Yeah, actually, my one NXT title match that I did on Evolve 131, which was the live special on the WWE Network pre Peacock. I main evented the that and ref the NXT title match. So, um, but yeah, I was there for almost 10 years. I had a full PC tryout. Like they flew me to Orlando and did a PC tryout and the whole nine. And that was in 2017. And then they passed on me in 2017. And I know why. There's nothing I can control. And then Impact came along in the fall and offered me an opportunity with them, which that turned into 5 years with them. So, but yeah, last I had heard, and they'll never confirm it publicly, but I heard basically they didn't want to hire refs that were over 29 years old. So I am definitely over 29 years old. Um, so there's not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. So I did Impact, and then I like in 2023. two. I did one show with New Japan US WrestleMania weekend in Dallas, which is cool. Yeah, Charles is still there. It's one of those things, man. If you get on the road, you're a life like it's a pretty much a fort, until you retire. So AEW, I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't even I've said it. I don't even know where to start there. Um, so I figure out who to try and reach out to. But yeah, and the door's not shut with Impact. If it works together and we're back together down the line, like I know the door's open there. Um, to try to do it there and go back. So if it ever works out, if the opportunity ever prevails itself. So I am. It's just it comes down. I think it's more. I think there's more to it than that. Dan, uh, two, 16. So right at half. That's a Bowman Chrome hobby box and 2 boxes of Sterling. So there's that, and then there's the Chrome Jumbo and the box of Tier 1, the same format we did a couple weeks ago or a week ago Sunday. And then there's AEW and the Bowman Sterling half case. So those are the 4, basically. So, but I showed this in Discord. I don't think I put it on Twitter, but I'll show you guys this. I gotta take it out of the bag. Hold on. I'm trying to put together a little part of my gym, and I want to put all the belts that I've worked with. So I just bought this. I may put it in the studio. It's a lot nicer than I expected. So this is the first incarnation of the WWE United Kingdom Championship. So before they put the NXT logo there instead of the scratch logo. WWE shop was clearancing. Yeah. So I worked I think it's 3 or 4. For some reason I want to say 4. WWE United Kingdom title matches. The first one in 2017 WrestleMania weekend in Orlando. I think it was Tyler's first title defense, and it was the first time that a WWE championship had been defended outside of WWE since 1994. I know. So I did one. My first auto, I couldn't even tell you, to be honest with you. I don't remember. All I remember off the top of my head was pulling Yamamoto autos in 2020. That's all I pulled. That is the same one. Yes. Dylan. That is the same one. The only difference is when Gunter had it, they went to NXT UK and they changed instead of the WWE logo on it, they put the NXT logo in the middle of it. But that's not the version that I worked with. I wanted the version that I worked with. So I picked that up uh, to throw into the studio. So I've got some pictures from those title matches in my Dropbox just to hold on to. So we're still at 8. We're still at 8 spots across the board. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I was hoping that we would have got some stuff filled by now. So we got 8 spots left. AEW, 8 in Sterling. Just got to get this filled. So we got 8 spots left. Yeah, I was hoping we would have something going. Important. Hey, OBX Picker, how are you? Good afternoon. Welcome in. Important. Probably the NXT title match with Cole and Tozawa in 19 or Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan for the Impact World title, Hard to Kill 2020, when Tessa won and became the first female to win a men's world title. Maybe Ivan. I don't know. They're putting this stuff out way because that's not till this like December 30th. So they're working way ahead on me. Like I haven't even bothered to look at a checklist on that or anything on draft. I'm just it should be. It normally is. It's been the past 2 years. Let me check. You can Google it real quick. Oh no, December 12th. Wow. Or sir 13th. That's early. That's way early. That is way early, Eric. It's normally not till like the last like Friday of the year. Which if it was this case, it'd be like the 29th. 12/12. Yeah, that's way early. Yeah, I was hoping for that to be like right at the end of the year. I guess trying to get a jump on Christmas, I guess. Yeah, and then there's gonna be the Tom Brady autos in it, right? You know what? That's a bet I absolutely agree with, Eric. I absolutely think it gets bumped. They're missing so much. Like we haven't even got some of the real staples this year. We haven't even got Museum Collection, Stadium Club. We haven't got Stadium Club Chrome. Like we haven't got any of that stuff yet. Like we got none of that. Let me look. I appreciate you, Eric. Let me look while we're doing that. So definitive, they already did. Yeah, Stadium Club and Inception. Like I don't even see Museum Collection on here. Let me check this way. Hey Juan, how are you? No, Joy Baseball, Dan, is not a it was the internet only release and I didn't get a chance to get it in time and it's spiked in price. So it just for me, it's I don't think I'm gonna end up ripping any of it to be truthfully honest with you. I think I'm just gonna have to lay off on that one. So Inception December 6th, Draft the 12th, or sorry, the 13th. And that's all they've got listed, at least what I can see here, what I can find. That's it for them for that. So we're missing a bunch of regular tops products here. You know, stadium clubs push back into January sometime, but that's still missing museum collection, museum and Dynasty, Stadium Club Chrome. Like we're missing a lot of the traditional fall releases, and I understand everything's backed up, but that's just ridiculous. I got you. Hold on. I see it. Keith, I got you. And then Eric, I got you as well. All right, so we're down to six. Well, tell Mrs. Amanitis I said thank you, and I appreciate it. Then Eric, thank you as well. So that takes us down to six. I'm surprisingly good at pronunciation, and it's because I had to take diction in college, and then with music, I had to be able to know. Um, I had to be able to pronounce different languages and pronounce them correctly. So I'm surprisingly better at it than most people think, or most people in general. Because in college, I had to sing English, Spanish, French, Latin, Italian, German, and Russian. So there was a lot there. Thank you. Not the best at some of them, let's put it that way. Hey, Jeremy, let me. Let me head to my sheets here. I'm going to put up a message here. What's up? What's up? Cody, all the way. Huh? Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Keith. Once again, tell Mrs. Almanitis I said thank you. It's Cody. It's Cody and nobody else. We take this whole storyline back again for another year. No worries, Jeremy. All right, let me put out another tweet here. Let me get this out that we're down to 6 here. Get this tweet here. All right. I actually have someone who does my pricing for me. They're very much better at it than I am. Yeah, it's also based on obviously, popular. Like, so Arizona, you've got Carroll, like all the rookies on it. Same thing for Boston, Gunner, and you got your rookies there. So yeah, I mean, the way I've seen it, Dan, is, and I'm using Ben's case break that I was in as the example. It was pretty much. I think the only big name we didn't pull in his case was Drew Jones, and his stuff is redemptions. Outside of that, I had Ellie. I know we saw Carroll. Um, we saw pretty much everyone you could see. And then out of 30 teams, I think it was 28 teams out of 30 had autos. Like, and that was over the full case. So yeah, I have mine here. I'll show you mine. So I took reds in a full case. finally, took me a year and a half to get one, but that's just a base Ellie auto. And then I got the Ellie non-auto to 100, 96 of 100. And then I pulled Ricardo Cabrera base auto, and then Spencer Steer rookies. Spencer Steer rookies to 99 and 199. So, and then Jeff Shapiro, we pulled these a week ago Sunday on Jeff's stream. I bought them from him because I needed to catch up on some Reds autos. So Ashcraft, this is the one I really wanted, the Spencer Steer rookie to 499 auto. That was from our the jumbo tier 1. Hey Mike, how are you? Hey, that looked familiar. Mike, I was talking about you about 20 minutes ago. I was showing off a PSA stream, PSA submission that popped yesterday. And when we were in Chicago, you gave me a Rhea Ripley silver pack card. So I kept it and I sent it off to get it graded, and it popped in my submission yesterday. All right, Dylan, I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you updated. Absolutely, my friend. Be safe. Be safe. I'll send you a message on it. No, it's okay. It was a silver pack card. Um, and you came over, you were like, here, you like wrestling here, and gave me it. And I was like, oh, thank you. Because I didn't rip silver packs. Um, so I kept it and I graded it and going to throw it in the PC because I don't have many silver pack cards in general. So we're down to 6 on the half case. Want to see this through. I'm riding this out, even if we have to go all the way to no flows time tonight. So we're gonna ride this out. Like, we got 30 autos here with this. So Boston, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Seattle, Tampa are our 6 teams left. So let me see if I can pull it up. I'll show you, Mike. I got to go back to PSA's website. Fair enough, Vinny. Was it Series 2 of Lorcana coming out Friday? Nice. All right, let me click over here. Let me move this. So here you go, Mike. This is the one. So that is the one that you gave me. Yeah, it's nice. Well, I'm gonna put it right in my 4-row lockbox. I've got an auto of hers from Select last year. I'm gonna throw it with. So click, click, boom. Close this for here. So we're still at 6. 8 on AEW. So when we can get to ripping after being here for a couple of hours and just kind of hanging out for a couple of hours. Oh, that's not updating for me. Mike, how's your day going? So, Vinny, what's the chases in Lorcana? We don't get Lorcana at the shop. Full disclosure. We're not getting it. I'm not ready for a nap. I got too much to do. Too much to do, and then I got 7 hours of driving each way for my trip down south. So start loading up the podcast to listen to while I'm driving. It's just myself. Just me, myself, and I. Both ways. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. I'll be real honest with you. Did anyone see what's going on with Panini and Lamelo's company? Apparently, Lamelo's company tried trademarking one of one, and Panini filed an opposition to it. Is he even really paying attention? Like, seriously, is he really paying attention? Why would you try to trademark one of one? Apparently, this goes back to October, but today, I guess Lamelo's company filed its opposition. Ugh, I don't get it. So, Vinny, what's the chase with Lorcana? Explain it to me. If you're still here, explain to me what it is. Like, it's TCG, so I'm assuming it's like Pokemon Realm ish. All right, Keith, I will be here. But does anyone else like understand that? Like, what's the premise on Lorcana? If anybody else collects it or rips it or any hockey fans in the room, I just saw this. That makes sense. Well, I mean, most people that are buying it to stash it, like Pokemon, like the 99 Pokemon, probably didn't stash any of the 99 Pokemon, 1999 Pokemon to begin with. That makes sense. Makes a ton of sense. It's probably going to be just as popular. You have any hockey fans in here? Did anybody see the news about Matt Petgrave? Um, it's Disney, so I think that's kind of a almost a safe bet, Mike. To be truthfully honest, that would make sense. Makes sense in my opinion, at least. Okay, Lynn, let me check. Gotcha. Let me look at my numbers real quick. Let me go over to my sheet. I got you. All right, Lynn's got the Cardinals. They're off the board. So we're at 5. We're going to finish this today. I am determined. I got you. I got you, Lynn. I appreciate everyone hanging with me. The fact that we've had as many people hanging with me through this to this afternoon, at the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you guys. Like, this is what I'm going to start doing. Like, you know, if you haven't heard my speech about next year, I mean, I can get into it, but I can get into it if necessary. But I'm banking on myself for next year. So I want to make sure I want to be able to start doing half cases and things of that nature when it comes to breaks and stuff again. So this was kind of like the first step in that process because I hadn't done a half case of anything since Chrome came out in July. So it's been 3-4 months. Let me go to so Boston, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Seattle, Tampa. I'm gonna throw out another social post while I'm at it. I agree. I agree, Eric. Tampa Bay is sneaky good with Junior Caminero, and there's still value with him. I mean, all this Boston, whether it's Rafaela, Yoshida, I mean, anybody in that realm. Cincinnati, Steer, and Ellie. Pittsburgh, Leova Piguero. Seattle is all the Seattle guys. Tampa Bay, Caminero, and then Seattle's all the guys have been 2-1. Let me send out another social here on it. We're gonna rip this today. This is the goal. Because then we got the mixers we can worry about next Tuesday and AEW next week. And then I can start, hopefully next week, I can start with Chrome and update breakers. I'm going to do some mixers of that too. Thanks, what I'm going to do. I think that's going to be the plan. Would he qualify for Rookie of the Year next year since he debuted this year, Dan? That's good if he didn't, because I think he will be. Uh, he will be. I could definitely see him in the running for it next year if he can get the. Are we sure that he's going to start with the big club next year? Jake, let me see here. And I'll check things here. But I want to look at see if we'll address this here. So, are you sure that he's gone though, Dan? That's the question. That's the real question. Jake, when I'm looking at your chat, when I'm looking at things with it, I understand where you're coming from with it too, but you also have to look at it's more than just the prospects with it. I mean, you've got opulence autos, tech autos, Gabriel Gonzalez in there as well. So I mean, you know, I trust the person that that does my pricing with it. So I think Seattle. I think that's a lot. I mean, I think anything J Rod's going to command with it too. So not every team's got the opulence autos. I mean, Cincinnati. I think we just got Ellie as an opulence auto, and that's it. I went to pull up the checklist. Yeah, I mean that's in terms of the breakdown with it. I mean, as I'm just going through like Atlanta, obviously you have Harris everything, but there's no opulence autos for Atlanta. You know, and there's no tech autos either. So they really were selective in terms of who got what with opulence and with tech. So I understand where you're coming from, Jake, but I mean it's pretty in line with everybody else. I know I'm definitely in line with pretty much everyone that's everyone else that's been running it. Like I once again, I try not to go with. I'm not trying to go exorbitant, is the way I put it. Okay, I see some other people with it. You know, I try to bring value to it, but I mean those opulence ones and stuff, man. They're good. I've yet to see an opulence like a Reds opulence auto. Has anybody seen it? Eric, you may know this. Mike, you may know this. Fair enough, Jake. I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it. Has anybody seen Eric? Maybe you'll know this. Lynn, Mike, did Ben pull any opulence autos? I didn't see one. Mike, yeah, it's yeah. I just went and looked on. online. There's an Ellie one up, Black Lava one. Oh, he might. I think it was the Colson. Yeah, I think Colson. I think you're right on that, Eric. Might have been the Colson. I think you're absolutely right on that. Man, these are wild. So Corey, I use eBay. eBay pretty much will give you real time. When you're searching something, be as specific as you can, and then go on the left hand side of the screen. If you're searching on mobile, or go into filters if you're on the app, and go down to sold items. Click on sold items, and it'll show you what they've actually sold for, unless they've taken a best offer. I use Terapeak because I have a bit LLC. So I use eBay's Terapeak, and it cleans it up a little bit for me, and also shows ones that if they weren't paid for some reason, it shows me that as well. Dude, these black, yeah, 130 point does too. Yeah, 130 point you got to be ultra specific with too. But the biggest thing too is 130 point will show you what they ended for, and this is the big kicker. And I wish 130 would actually figure out a way in its algorithm to fix this. It shows what auctions have finished at, but it doesn't mean they've been paid for. That's the big thing. And that's why I use Terapeak. Terapeak actually shows me ones that have actually been paid for. So if they go unpaid, they do not put them in their listings. Okay. So that's gonna take us down to 7 on AEW. James, I got you on the sheet of spot. Let me put you on my list here. I think I'm gonna start doing for next week. I think I'll do another 2 boxes of um select team all, and then 2 more Revolution. I think that went really well. I think that really well. And I got a half case of Revolution. So we've got either a Galactic or a Kaboom in the 6 boxes that are sitting to my right here. So we got there's something there. We'll just have to find it. See what we have. So we're at 5. 5 on the case, on the half case. Maybe my internet's sketchy. I can't wait till I get fiber internet next year. We just got the notification. They're starting to dig for fiber. Seems like everything's timing out on me. Everything's timing out. Just things aren't showing up the way they should. Let's see here. So for the hockey fans in the room, did you guys hear that they're the guy that passed away on the ice from the skate shot? Apparently the other guy, got arrested over in the UK. Yeah, charge him with manslaughter. But it looks like he like karate kicks him in the video. I haven't seen the whole video. I've seen a picture of it. That's it. Yeah. Caleb, what's going on, Caleb? Hey, Ivan. Awesome. I'll find it right now. Yep. I shared it up too. Watch this. I'll find it. There it is. I found it. Mike. Okay. It's like that with me when I'm at work on the weekends. Ivan, I need to sit down with you and figure out what's working with the algorithms for social media and what's changed recently. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think it's about the point where I'm regretting, not regretting, but just, you know, working on Facebook and all that. Hey, Jay. Good afternoon. Yeah. Okay, Jay. I got you. It's yours. There's Jay. All right, we're at 4. pull that up there. Oh. Tampa Bay Jays. Yeah, like I'm in the Reds and the Bengals team community. Yeah, I'm in the Reds and the Bengals one myself. You should for the money you've spent. Jeff, we talked about that a week or so ago. With all the money that Cohen has spent, you guys should be better than where you guys are. Full stop. Should be. Sir, this is a Wendy's. oh, oh, you got me laughing on that. So here's the thing, Mike. I work in the wrestling industry. I've seen weird things. Seen weird things. Seen weird things. Now you got me thinking about Arby's. Now you got me thinking about Arby's. Oh. Was this in Chicago, by the way? Oh, you guys are making me laugh. Love it. Whoa, everything just popped up, right? So there. Which one is that? Okay, so that's Boston in that one. You know what, Keith? You're nice. I got you. Cincinnati's off the board. Boston, Pittsburgh, Seattle. Trying the back way here. Let me delete these. Thank you, Keith. So Boston and Seattle and Pittsburgh. All right. Do this. Do this. Get back here real quick. So I can put up a social post. Doing all my posts and everything here while we're at it. There we go. There's another one. Perfect. All right. Got that off. We're at down to 3. Let me grab the boxes. Hold on. This is how determined I am. Oh, they're all flipped the other way except for the top one. Ha ha ha. Well, I think before we get to spring baseball, it's all going to be the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes. It's kind of where we're at right now. It's all going to be about the Shohei Ohtani sweepstakes. All right. Down to three. Y'all have been troopers for hanging with me. I appreciate all of you for hanging with me. And then Jake, you took Boston in 88. No, I don't right now, actually, Mike. I'm saving everything I'm saving. I'm saving for the consignment auction coming up. All right. Yeah, I'm saving everything for the um, um, consignment auction 1 week from Friday. 1 week from Friday night. 2, 4, 6. Okay, six are there. Just want to make sure I had 6 boxes right sitting there. No, because I haven't actually pulled them out yet. I'm gonna roll through a few things. I got to go through some boxes over the next week. So this week it was basically through the weekend, and then I'm leaving tonight for Alabama. Um, get back on Thursday. I'm home for maybe 18 hours at best, and then I fly out to go to Ohio and West Virginia on Friday. And then no Sunday night slam on Sunday night. I'll be back. So Sterling, or not Sterling, but AEW and Chrome and Sterling and all that can go next Tuesday during the day in this time slot next Tuesday. So I figure if we can get these last three teams filled, we'll call it a day. And then guys, check out No Flow tonight. They're in tonight. And then I'm rolling out this weekend. So it's gonna be when I get back, when all that runs. So it's just right now it's a mad dash basically to Thanksgiving. So if you guys have anything you want to consign, email me, message me in Discord, DM me, Twitter, hit me up on any of the platforms. If you want to consign for next week. Ivan, is he still in here? Ivan, are you still here? I was gonna say this is a reminder for Ivan because I know he said he wanted to. All right, where's my profile? We're very close. We're there. Throw that there. Make sure I've got more music loaded up here. Oh, I got plenty of time on it. All right, good. Let's see. Socials rolling. Juan, I see if he's here. I see your post there. Good old retweet. All right. What else was I looking at here? The Reds are set on trading India. No, they're not. They are not moving him unless they get everything they want. Nothing less. I appreciate it, Juan. That's one thing that, and Ivan was here earlier. We were talking about that from an engagement standpoint. And I know most of you guys that are on, um, most of you guys that are on X as well. It's the trying to just push out. Ivan's thrown out an offer. Yep. No, I pretty. It's trying to break out. Like when I was learning about it earlier in the year, trying to break out, I guess, of that bubble that they put you in, especially. And I know mine segmented a lot into wrestling, so it's trying to top that, but also kind of bust out because I was never really efficient with my social media, and it is something I do in hindsight. I do regret in hindsight. Like it's a skill in its own right. Let me type this out here. I'm gonna type this up here. It is a absolute skill when it comes to social media. You know what I mean? It's an absolute skill. Um, yeah, and for me personally, this is just me on a personal level. No, you're fine. You're all good. And for me personally, I know it's wild, right, Juan? We were talking about that earlier. It's wild that we got the Brownie 101. Dude, it's big time. As Peter Gabriel used to say, big time. Um, Jeremy, so Boston, Seattle, Pittsburgh is what's left. Ivan said if someone buys Seattle, he's going to rack Pirates and give away the Pirates to someone in the break. So those are the three teams, and then Ivan. That's what Ivan said, and I even tweeted that out too. So I will say the other thing that hurt me is the fact that I also I know Facebook's big like that is okay, Mike. Yep, is also the fact that I um didn't have Facebook. Like I don't have a personal Facebook. So trying to break through that is a thing in its own is in its own right. So, but yeah, Seattle, and then Ivan Rack's uh, Pirates. Let me make sure the browser up here, and I do. Okay, perfect. So we've been here too long. We're gonna see this through. Yeah, see this through. I'm scouring social media here. I appreciate everyone with the repost. Seattle, let's go. Make offers. Make offers. Let's see here. Trying to pull scour social media while we're doing this too. No, I don't want to actually tweet. Search. Try it this way. What's on your guys' mind? Bring up a topic or something while we're here, because I'm still. I want to be. I'm in tweet mode here, trying to expand some reach here. Let's see. Already following him. Yeah, I saw that. Sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. They say why or what happened, Dan? Did they say anything as to why? Uh, Makes sense. Understandable. It's very understandable. Very sad, though. Very, very sad. All right, Eric. Yeah. Nope. I will be here. I got an offer on Boston. See it. Jake, it's yours. Boston's off the table. All right. And then there were two. Then there were two. Hey, Steve, how are you? Good afternoon, my friend. Welcome in. If I can type. Let me post. Get my numbers right here. And then there were two. Jake, you're awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you. What is this? Something about the Yankees and is this Cashman saying something? People talking out the other side of their head here. Yikes. I don't have a way to get into it that way. We'll try this. All right. Is there any credence to that, Jeremy? That's the only thing I'm not seeing. That like, is that what the talk is, or is that all purely can? Seems like Atlanta's in the run for everything nowadays. It really is. It's like, where are you guys coming from here? It's like, where are you coming from? I like this. There's someone put a GIF of from the UFC, John Anik, DC, and Joe Rogan. And it's Rogan's like big like oh face. It says us when the Reds sign Otani and trade for Soto, and then under it puts we are delusional. They're re-signing Kevin Newman and Hunter Strickland. Because there's nothing more fun than an MLB offseason when your team is thought to be purchasing instead of subtracting. Someone said if there's a knock of being a Reds fan minus the torment, I wish it was that way every year. I wish it was that way, but it's not. It's just not. You know, it's addition by subtraction, basically, that makes it all kind of run together. In theory, I could see him doing that. I'm still in the camp of I see him going to. I say I see him going to a bigger city. Hey Brian, how are you? Welcome in. How are you, my friend? Doing good. We're almost there. We've been about 2.5 hours now. So trying to do the half case. Y'all stuck with me all afternoon, and I appreciate it. So this was really kind of the the monster of what I have out break wise. So I got Seattle and Pittsburgh left. If someone takes Seattle, Ivan's going to rack Pittsburgh to somebody in the break. So that is where we're at. And then I've got They're all right here next to me. 6 boxes of Sterling. 30 autos. We'll knock this out. And we'll call it a Tuesday. How's things in your world going, my friend? Gunther is not an Ultimate Warrior fan. Well, that would make sense. Ultimate Warrior's not a classic wrestler. Keep bringing that up, and don't put that up in my feed and tell me that. I'll repost that. I'm trying to reach out to a couple of people that I know that are Mariners fans here. Do I have an offer on it? Brian, throw in an offer. Throw it in. Throw what you think, and I'll take a look at it. Because I have a spreadsheet up that kind of shows where my where my break even is. So I'm looking at it right now. So throw in an offer. All right, let me grab one thing here. I need because if we're gonna get close to this, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Brian, just throw in an offer, man. I'll take a look at it. I'm doing some math on my sheet right now. Do this here. Give me 30 seconds. Okay, guys, let me check. Hold on. I can get you close, Brian. Check your district. Ivan, are you still racking Pittsburgh? I mean, you can if you want. It's your choice. It's your choice. One hundo. Yeah, Brian, I got you. I got you on that. All right, so there's Seattle. So how we doing? So there we go. All right. Give me a sec while we do this. Boot it back up. There we go. All right. So Ivan, tell me how we're doing it. Who is the recipient? Ah,